Okay, now the sound is back. It was weird that I couldn't hear myself. Anyways, sorry for the inconvenience first. I have to start all over again. I have to start all over again. I tried to make this live stream 3 times. I had a problem with an update from my software, from my streaming software, so it was quite, it was really quite a mess. So, anyways, now that I have sound, oh my gosh, let's go straight to the article, the first part of the article. Lisa Marie Presley's ex-business partners, Brigitte Cruz and Kevin Fialco, accused her of pulling Lisa Marie's life support to control of family name. This article is from the Independent, right? The news is all over. All over X and media as well. I haven't found any video, but we have plenty of articles about it from People's Magazine, and it was People's Magazine, Music News, where there were many. Let me just try. Let's go straight to Priscilla Presley lawsuit. I think we've got all the late. Yeah, the same articles. I believe Priscilla is Independent, TMC, Los Angeles Times, TMC again. It was People's Magazine as well. Priscilla Presley slams shameful lawsuit claims that she ignored Lisa Marie's health vows in plot to control Elvis' state. Entertainment Weekly, a new lawsuit alleged that Priscilla Presley pulled the plug on her daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, within hours of her being hospitalized as part of a scheme to regain control of Elvis' state. See this one from Entertainment Weekly. I have seen a bunch of this. Let's open the TMC one. Where was the TMC? TMC. Let me check out if the transmission. What? Why it's not, it's saying that my transmission is not. Let me just check. I'm going to check it out. Check out the transmission. It says live here. Let me just go inside. No, it seems to go fine. I don't know why it had a warning. No, it's everything is fine. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on with the articles. Let's just read that from Entertainment Weekly. Priscilla Presley accused of withdrawing medical care of daughter Lisa Marie before her death in new lawsuit. An attorney of Presley calls the allegations shameful, ridiculous, salacious, and meritless. A bitter legal battle between Priscilla Presley and two of her former business partners have grown even more acrimonious in the wake of a new lawsuit. In a complaint filed Monday in Los Angeles Superior Court and reviewed by Entertainment Weekly, well, it's everywhere. I think TMZ claimed this is exclusive. There are many media outlets that are claiming they have the exclusive, but this is everywhere, like literally everywhere. Let me see if I change the screen. Here we are with the Entertainment Weekly article. The complaint further accuses Priscilla and an associate of making false allegations of elder abuse against Cruz and Fialco to ruin their reputations. The plaintiffs are seeking more than $50 million in damages. In a statement provided to EW on Wednesday, Priscilla's attorneys Martin D. Singer, and we know who this lawyer is allegedly linked, John Travolta, some Scientology people, and other very notorious cases as well, blast the suit as one of the most shameful, ridiculous, salacious, and meritless lawsuits I have seen in my practice. He added, "This is nothing more a sad, ambitious attempt to falsely tarnish the reputation of an 80-year-old woman in blatant retaliation for a suit Priscilla previously brought against Cruz and Fialco." But we know that in reality, Cruz and Fialco started all this, then came Priscilla with the elder abuse counter case, counter lawsuit, and then they are coming with another counter lawsuit too. That one's from Priscilla, so I think there are 3 lawsuits, if I'm not lost. Yeah. So, tell me what do you think in the comments below. Representative for Kia didn't immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comment. Cruz and Fialco's attorney Jordan Matthews claimed in a statement provided to EW that his clients are in possession of video recordings and communications which confirm that there is absolutely not evidence of undue influence, coercion. Well, we all know that video. We have seen it in many YouTube channels. where we have seen the video where Priscilla is signing these documents. I can search it. I can search them. Let's see if I can search it. I haven't planned this, but since we're here, mm-hmm. Here it is. Let me just change screen again. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. It's all true. Yeah. So we Austin Butler is amazing. Isn't he a great kid? Unbelievable. I mean, you should know, right? No, really, he is. He's a real deal. Here in, where at? In Downey. In Downey, okay. He will really have to know your flight.
This is video of them being together, but there is another one of Priscilla actually signing, but I can't. Oh, here it is, but I don't know in which part of Louis' video it is. But I think Tony Ortega. Where is the video? Okay, somewhere. Okay, I don't think I will find it right now. Okay, no problem. Anyways, let's go on. There are many videos up there. We can find them right now. The legal battle between Priscilla Presley Cruz and Fialco began in October 2023 when Cruz filed a breach of contract suit alleging that Presley sent the GW's Auctions founder and her business associate as cease and desist, abruptly cutting off a business partnership Presley brokered the year prior. Cruz claimed that Presley got help developing her name and likeness. We already know most of that, and the video pic Priscilla, blah blah blah. Presley subsequently sued Cruz and Fialco, alleging that the pair, their Priscilla personal venture over which they maintain a controlling stake, and additional partners Bahe Sicilian and Lynn Walker Wrights fought towards complete control of Presley's finances by forcing her into elder abuse, signing away 80% of her income to Cruz and Fialco. Producing a singer said in a statement, and even I have a document somewhere here. Let me just try to search it. I have a document here. that your response, complaint, agreement. Let me just, I should ask more ships to fill in the challenge, Priscilla and Radicchio settlement amendment, this one. Let me just show you guys this. Mm-hmm. 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 Wait, what is the name of this? My project. Ah, okay. My project. Supposed to show up now. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. In this amendment to the settlement agreement, it says that Brigitte Cruz was co-trustee of Navarone Trust, but she was replaced by Martin Singer, or Marty Singer as we know him, the actual lawyer, he's the current lawyer of Priscilla, and he's the one that is actually talking in this article and is defending Priscilla in every single media statement. So, let me go back to the article. Yeah, we are back in the article. Singer said in his statement accusing a grieving mother of contributing to her daughter's death is not savvy advocacy. It is malicious character assassination and should be broadly condemned. These fabricated claims have absolutely no validity, and we are confident this case will be dismissed. Miss Marie Presley died on January 12 from a small bowel obstruction, a complication resulting from a past bariatric surgery. She was 54. Priscilla shortly thereafter filed a motion to contest her daughter's will. Well, we already know all of this. I think it was here in the Independent article. The meeting wanted to control her daughter's trust in Graceland, according to the suit obtained by the Independent. They all claim they have the exclusive. This is so... Okay, Priscilla Presley's lawyer labeled the complaint as malicious character assassination. Brigitte Cruz and Kevin Fialco, the heads of Priscilla Presley Partners, are suing her for breach of contract and fraud. They are seeking at least $50 million. Priscilla Presley was Lisa Marie Presley was hospitalized in 2023 after suffering a cardiac arrest. She died in January 2023 at age 54. Her mother was aware that she was preparing to remove her as the sole head of the trust and pulled the plug within hours of Lisa being admitted to the hospital, the suit alleges. Priscilla knew that Lisa's death neutralized the threat of Lisa's efforts to have Priscilla removed as sole trustee of Lisa's irrevocable life insurance trust, and Priscilla's ultimately wanted to control the Promenade Trust and Graceland. The film says, at her house the following week, Priscilla exclaimed, "I'm the queen. I'm in charge of Graceland." Marty Singer, the guy we have been previously talking about, that replaced Brigitte in most of the legal fillings and papers, slammed the lawsuit as meritless in a statement. This is, without a doubt, one of the most shameful, ridiculous, salacious, meritless lawsuits I have seen in my practice. This is nothing more than a sad, ambitious attempt to falsely tarnish the reputation of a native. Well, we already know that. Accusing a grieving mother of contributing to her daughter's death. Well, we already know that. Priscilla and Elvis divorced in 1973. The lawsuit claims that the divorce agreement states she was supposed to stop using the surname Presley and was not mentioned in the late singer's will. When Lisa Marie came into her inheritance in 1993, Elvis' estate was valued in about around $100 million, the filing says. Lisa Marie was the sole heir to her father's Memphis estate. Following her death, Priscilla filed a petition challenging a 2016 amendment to the trust, which had removed her as trustee, instead listed two of Lisa Marie's children, Riley Keough, an actress, and Benjamin Keough, who died in 2020, as co-trustees. The suit says. Riley Keough, the star of Daisy Jones and the Six, has acted as sole trustee of the estate since August 2023. The mother and daughter had a tumultuous and tenuous relationship, evidenced by Lisa refusing to walk the red carpet or sit with her mother at the Golden Globes to celebrate the nominations of the 2022 Elvis movie, the lawsuit alleges. Around this time, Lisa Marie was threatening to sue Priscilla over the trust dispute. Cruz and Fialco worked to keep the family together, and along with Priscilla's publicist, ensured the pair sat together during the awards show, which occurred just 2 days after Lisa died. Before Lisa died, I guess. Authorities have not claimed any wrongdoing in Lisa Marie's death. The LA County Medical Examiner's autopsy report determined she had died from complications from surgery. The destruction was in the form of a strangulated small bowel caused by adhesions that developed after bariatric surgery years ago, the autopsy report said. This is a known long-term complication of this type of surgery. Lisa Marie's advanced care directive instructions said she wanted her life to be prolonged as long as possible within the limits of generally accepted healthcare standards. But Priscilla didn't adhere to her wishes, the feeling says. I think this will be like hard to prove in some way, except for the timeline in which Priscilla went to the hospital. That was quite suspicious and shady. She said when she arrived to the hospital, or Lisa was already dead. But the early reports were stating that she first arrived to the hospital. Someone, they didn't imply it was her that signed the NDA, I think is not oh, I can't remember the name of the document, but that, you know, the document that the document that prevents any resuscitation, it's the NRA or NDA or something like that. I can't remember. I can't recall right now. But you know, it was something to that effect. I think this was really suspicious around the time. There are some YouTube videos and articles speculating about the timing and the timeline in which Priscilla goes to the hospital and she allegedly signed this document, so Lisa won't be resuscitated or have any work or any resuscitation, basically, to get her back to life. So on behalf of Presley, Cruz and Fialco broken a deal with Kio that gave the grandmother $2 million payout and 7-figure deal for Priscilla's son, Navarro. The complaint states the evidence will establish that the real victim here are my clients who invested millions and years of hard work into revitalizing Priscilla Presley's brand only to be betrayed and falsely accused once the money was on the table and every personal and business issue had been resolved. Jordan Matthews, an attorney for Cruz and Fialco, said in the statement, "This weak complaint marks the latest in an ongoing legal battle between the former business partners." In a 2023 lawsuit, Cruz alleged Priscilla abruptly cut all communication after Cruz has helped Priscilla dig herself out of impending financial ruin. She was technically bankrupt, accused her of breach of contract and other wrongdoing, according to a filing obtained by Billboard. Last July, Priscilla sued Cruz, Fialco, and two other business partners for, elder abuse. For years, the future of Graceland has been a point of contention. The king of rock and roll bought the Memphis State in 1957. The public noted foreclosures, post insurance, repaid the loan. We know about the scam loan from 2024 that Riley and her lawyers prevent to put in Graceland in action. The foreclosure was fraudulent and filed a lawsuit to halt it. A judge blocked the efforts to move forward with a foreclosure sale later that month. In August 2024, federal authorities charged Lisa Finley in connection with a scheme to defraud the Presley family. We all know this was completely false and a scam. This is basically, let me see if I find something else in the articles that could be interesting. And the daughter's efforts to remove Priscilla as the sole trustee of Lisa's irrevocable life insurance trust. They allege Priscilla wanted to control the trust and ultimately Graceland. TMC broke the story. A trust battle broke out in the wake of Lisa's death, with Priscilla challenging an amendment to Lisa Marie's trust, which eliminated both Priscilla and Lisa's former business manager Barry Siegel as trustees and left Riley as his sole trustee. As we reported, Riley paid Priscilla millions. Yeah, we already know that. I think there was another article that let me just search for that. There is another article about it. I have already, okay, I don't know which one was, here. Let me just go to my history of, There is another article. It was quite interesting. I can find it. It was the Radar Online. I think this one could be interesting. Although this is tabloid information, we have to be to take this with a grain of salt. This Priscilla Presley has been accused of pulling the plug. Brigitte Online can report as her multi-million-dollar legal fight with her former business associates. Their abuse, a vicious legal battle. As Radar Online previously reported, in July 2024, Priscilla sued memorabilia dealer Cruz. However, Cruz claiming on a breach of contract lawsuit filed against Priscilla in September 2023 that she oversaw the Stars affair, and at what point she claimed Presley owed $700,000 in unpaid taxes and was about 16 days away from financial collapse. Yeah, she was basically bankrupt. So she claimed, according to Presley's lawsuit, she claimed she met Cruz back in 2021 and would allegedly send a handful of texts a day, which would say how much she loved and admired her. Priscilla is no longer dealing with the courts, and she found herself battling her granddaughter Riley Keough following the death of Lisa Marie over the late start $35 million estate. The duo settled their differences, with Keough reportedly agreeing to give her famous grandma $1 million. I think $1 million per year. According to the agreement, Keough now oversees her mother's estate and self-trust of her 16-year-old twin sisters, Harper and Finley Lockwood, and vowed to safeguard and invest the money in a manner consistent with the needs of the beneficiaries and not influenced by the desire of a trustee. Okay. Well, I think this was the Radar article. Sometimes I forget to show the screen. This is a Radar article I already read, some parts of it. Okay. So this was basically the lawsuit that was I think it was presented this Wednesday. Or it was on Monday. I have read so many articles and I can't figure out the info is the information is from today, August 13th. But I don't know if the lawsuit was filed today or on the way was, let's just, before leaving, when was the lawsuit filed for Priscilla Presley claiming she pulled the plug over Mr. Murray. Let's see what there is a variety. Oh, now we have even more articles as time passes. We got an article from Variety, Rolling Stone, Nancy Dillon. That name sounds familiar for me. Oh, don't tell me I can read the article. No. A month after a Florida church said Priscilla Presley's 2024 financial elder abuse would take the lead over a related 2023 lawsuit accusing her of breach of contract. The former business partners facing off against Priscilla in both cases are expanding their legal war, but I can read more of that. People's Magazine is usually a media that is always like Priscilla's, how I can put this nicely, like Priscilla's PR working full time. This media is always working on, allegedly, okay, working on Priscilla's side of things. The lawyers denying the allegations over, we know Marty Singer is denying everything. In the lawsuit filed by Priscilla, former partners Brigitte and Kevin Fialco on August 11th. It was this Monday. Let's see. August 11th, in California Superior Court claims that Priscilla's 80s scheme to fraud her business partners, destroy reputations with unsustained claims, and exploit Lisa Marie's death to regain control over Elvis Presley's legacy and and assets. The plaintiffs claim Priscilla ignored Lisa Marie's health concerns. Okay, I already read about that. Priscilla, who knew that Lisa was in the process of taking steps to remove her as the sole trustee of Lisa's irrevocable life insurance trust, saw an opportunity to regain control, the lawsuit alleged. Priscilla rushed to the hospital where she allegedly pulled the plug before Lisa Marie's daughter, Riley Keough, could arrive, despite Lisa Marie's clear directive to prolong her life. The lawsuit claimed, I don't know how they would prove this. So she signed some document prior to all of this. We have to see that. Okay. The plaintiff alleged that Priscilla knew that Lisa's death was neutralized, that Lisa's death neutralized the threat of Lisa's efforts to have Priscilla removed as a sole trustee of Lisa. What she wasn't she was a trustee because this is the insurance trust, and that she ultimately wanted control of Graceland. Cruz and Fialco later claimed they negotiated a deal with Keough after Priscilla filed a challenge to the trust. So they basically helped Priscilla to sue Riley. And they also say they made deals for Priscilla's son Navarro Garcia, Lisa Marie three daughters, Harper and Finley, and Harper and Finley's father, Michael Lockwood. In response to the lawsuit, Priscilla's lawyer, Marty Singer, called it one of the most shameful. Well, I have already read that many times. Singer added that Keough 36 stands behind her grandmother 100% and is equally disgusted by this latest vicious attempt by Cruz to this doesn't make sense. Stands behind her grandmother 100% and is equally disgusted with this latest vicious attempt by Cruz to attempt to ruin her grandmother's life. In August 2023, Keough became the sole heir of Lisa Marie's trust and will oversee the trust for her sisters Harper and Finley, both 16. Okay, so this is it for this news about Priscilla and the lawsuit. We have to follow this more, follow this closely. I think it's interesting how they will try to prove all of this, and this alleged, I don't know, it's not even, it doesn't mention even a document stating that Lisa wanted to prolong her life as much as possible. I don't know how they will try to prove this, but they may, I don't know. We have to wait for the lawsuit to continue and go on and see what they have to prove all of this. This one was one of the news, and before I leave this live stream, I have to tell you guys that my YouTube channel was unmonetized. They took the monetization of my channel with these new regulations YouTube is having, that they aim to have all original content. I don't know exactly which videos may have caused this monetization. My content is usually pretty much edited, although I use third-party videos and information. I edit them to give them a purpose and a meaning, and I do this live stream as well, where I talk, I give an opinion. I always go to prove certain points of the ways I think and how I analyze and interpreting of all this information. So I may have a clue which videos may have been the ones to blame. So I may probably I will not probably, but definitely I will be re-upload adding these videos with some changes to adjust the content to the new regulations. So I may add some more addition to the videos, maybe more information, me talking, for a while. I haven't used any off voice, any AI off voice. I'm using my voice, my face. Usually I like to edit some stuff, but I may be using my voice as well, and maybe even presenting myself as well. So this would be the changes until November, since in November I can reapply to have my channel monetized again. So you will see these changes, and this is the real reason behind it all. So that is for now. If you have any comments, you have the comment section below. Any questions, comments, opinions, you can leave them in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in another live stream, future live streams. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.